A day in my life as a full-time home bakery owner. Today I woke up at 5:45, and lately I've really been trying to prioritize a structured morning routine. So I'll sit outside, get some fresh air for like 5 minutes. I'll do a little bit of light stretching, and then I will try to make a high-protein breakfast. This morning I wasn't like super into it, so it was just kind of like rice cakes, cottage cheese, tomato, some blueberries for some antioxidants, because this is a festival prep week and I always get sick, so I'm trying to boost the antioxidants. I'll take a little bit of creatine and then sit and eat my breakfast for a few minutes before I look at my phone or do any screen time. Then I read 10 pages of a good book. This one is Think and Grow Rich, and my little Fifi came and kept me company. And then it's coffee time. Today I sat and wrote down a list of things I need to do for the festival. This has been helping me a lot lately with my ADHD and just prioritizing my tasks. I drink a little bit of my French press, burn my mouth, and then I move on to social media and editing some videos. Then I start to get ready, and I decided to do space buns today. Dicey for a 33-year-old? Probably, but we're going with it. And luckily, my headphones fit on with the space buns. And I did another social media post. I just updated about the craft show. And then it's time to start baking. I was making a birthday cake for our friend. His birthday is tomorrow, which is Cinco de Mayo, and we celebrate Cinco de Mayo because we call him Mauer. So he wanted an espresso martini flavored cake, so that's what I was working on then. And of course we had to get some dishes done, and then I went in the basement to find some coffee liqueur to make a simple syrup for the espresso martini cake. I chose the Mr. Black because that's actually what I like to use in my espresso martinis. And then I brewed some espresso for the simple syrup. It's equal parts espresso and sugar, and then after the sugar's dissolved, I'll add in the Mr. Black. And then I go mix up some electrolytes, and I slurp up a big chunk. It was disgusting. And then I went back and started decorating. It was probably like 10:30, and I set a timer for myself for an hour because sometimes I can sit there for hours and lose track of time and not get anything else done. And I just really felt like watching Shrek today. I don't know why. Maybe it was the space buns. And I started mixing up icing for my custom orders. This actually ended up taking about a half hour. And then the espresso martini cakes were cooling, so I took them out of their tins and wrapped them up to put them in the refrigerator because I have to decorate them later. And back to decorating cookies. I think I was working on like 3 dozen. It was a corgi set. It was very cute. My timer did go off, but I went a little bit over because I was almost done like decorating 3 cookies, so I just finished that. And then I checked my inventory because I had to run to the store and pick up some supplies for the festival. I truly forgot I had space buns in my hair until this one guy walked by and told me he thought I had Mickey Mouse ears on my head. Cool. Then when I got home, I decided to pop outside for a workout because it was so nice outside and I can't not get out there if it's like 75 degrees. So I did a little leg workout, soaked up some sun, and I had a little high protein lunch with some chicken, wild chips, cottage cheese, a little salad, strawberries. Then I took a shower, and look at me, I look exactly the same because no, I did not wash my hair. Are you crazy? Made myself a little midday maple latte. I don't know which one is my favorite, maple or honey latte, but they are both like high on the list for me. And back to work. I started working on some buttercream for the Cinco de Mayo cake. Started soaking the cake in that coffee liqueur simple syrup that I made earlier, and then I filled it with the coffee buttercream in the middle and did a little crumb coat. Then I popped that in the fridge and started working on the colors for this cake. I wanted to do really bright colors and kind of ruffle it like a piñata, and I think it turned out really cute. For this cake, I actually mixed the colors as I went. That way I didn't have to dirty like 4 or 5 different bowls, and it worked out perfectly. I added lots of different color sprinkles to make it kind of look like confetti, and here's the final product. What do you know? More dishes and more cookie decorating. At least just till my husband gets home, and then I'll start prepping some dinner. I wanted to do some sort of like Mediterranean, so I made a tzatziki, cooked up some ground turkey, and then back in the bakery to decorate until it was time to finish everything and have dinner. I just threw everything on pita bread with a couple of vegetables and the tzatziki sauce, and it turned out really yummy. Then I had a little sweet treat. I'm trying to eat that Chobani high protein yogurt. And then I started decorating again until about midnight, and I was exhausted by this point. But I wanted to pop on my socials, make sure I didn't miss any important messages. I did a little bit of editing on my phone, and then I realized that I didn't take my little sleepy juice. This stuff was sent to me. I'm not sponsored. I just really swear by this stuff. I sleep so well. It just helps me turn my brain off and actually stay asleep. Well, that's it for me. Follow me for more home baker content.